Hello, everybody. This is Casey here to do our weekly tarot and talk. How's everybody doing? Try and get cards shuffled and ready. How's everybody's week been? Hi, Kay. Hi, Happy Tears. Tired. How are you guys doing? You girls having a race to see who gets on first or what? Oh. Good. Now it tells me there's 3 people on. Who's not speaking up yet? Oh, there's Nancy. Okay. Hey, Nancy. Everybody ready for this Mercury retrograde? Oh, so the notification came up quick, huh? Honest God, this Mercury retrograde is going to kick my ass. I may cancel readings for the next month. Honest God. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they usually don't affect me either, but all of a sudden, I don't know, maybe it was a combination of the Mercury retrograde shadow and the full moon here. It's crazy. So, I always ask, I always ask the universe, to tell me if I'm not telling people something correctly, right? That I'm not giving out truth. So I do Wednesday nights on an international channel on Facebook. And one of the last ones that came in so on this one deck, the Ace of Swords is a very spiritual card. It's higher mind. And then the next card I pulled for this person was the Nightmare card. And I just all of a sudden knew. I said, are you just getting into spirituality new? And she says, yeah. And I'm having lots of problems. I'm having all these spirits and stuff. And she says, I can't even go to bed. They're on my bed and everything. And I said, what the hell? I told her, well, how do you ground and how do you put up protection? She goes, I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I said, oh, okay, universe, I'm getting the message here. So the first class we're going to do, we have found so much information on grounding, how it's good for your health, that we are going to do just one class just on grounding. Oh, see, now I get notification I'm on. Okay. Sarina. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. I told her, I said, just tell him that you're new at this and you can't help him. But we walked her through the grounding and the protection and she goes, wow, I can feel a huge difference. I need to go through some of the reference material, but there is health benefits in grounding too. I know, but I visualize the bottom part of my body as a tree trunk and growing into the roots and wrapping around the center of the earth. You have to keep with constant grounding because the earth moves and shifts. The energy moves and shifts, But you can ask for the protection to be infinite. There's a lot of different ways to ground. So, okay. Kay, did you still want a reading, hun? I know you said you came in to say hi, but did you want some cards? I've got a grandson that just turned 4 that started telling my Real Media. He started telling my son, who are these people that are in our house? And so he got a hold of a friend of mine, and she says, just teach him to tell him. I'm too little to help you. You're going to have to go find somebody else. And my daughter-in-law had a fit. She goes, no, that's like giving him permission. So she wouldn't let him do it. So now my grandson has to work through all this stuff. So, well, okay. Okay, we have 10 of Cups. This is total emotional fulfillment on all levels, right? Tasting the sweetness of life, happy family, joy, celebration, everything. New beginnings of passion, desires, creativity. Same thing. Yes. Yes, yes. Being open to receiving, tapping into that, the things in life that bring that spark, that happiness to you. I don't think this is you, but you're dealing with somebody that's not very open. They're kind of closed down, not emotionally, not available. Okay, they're holding their cards close to their chest. The potential is there, but they're not open to it yet. I'll pull one more card. I hate that. You know who it is? Yeah. And this person has a tendency to want to be right all the time. Does that make sense, hon? Bellamo, how are you? Got you on the list. The Libra still up in his head. Yeah. Yeah. So ask the universe what else is possible for him seeing beyond his head. I know I'm a Libra. I know. Okay, so what do we have? I missed out. There was something I saw that I wanted to respond to. Let's see. So I use the tree roots, Kay. I use the tree roots because if you're going to be connecting to the spiritual, you've got to ground to the physical too, or you're going to be spaced out and you're not going to be grounded and things aren't going to balance out. Okay. My technique is the tree roots into the ground. Some people use crystals through their feet, their spine growing down into the earth as a crystal. You know, we'll have a whole list of them. Okay. So there's tons of ways to ground. Okay, Happy Tears, let me have a question. Let me ask you a question about this guy the old one that keeps coming back. Is it possible that he's coming back in a totally new way? Because there can be a new beginning with somebody coming in, but it's going to be in a totally different way. That's the thing. Ask questions. I can put you on the list if you want to try it. Start visualizing him talking, okay? Yeah, that's all you can do is Well, we'll pull some cards, and I'm going to use a different deck. Happy Tears. You're welcome, hon. Okay, now there's a few people ahead of you, Allie, so hold on. I'm working on Happy Tears now, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people ahead of you. Okay. Got to have a little patience. Aren't they all? Yeah, the one that I'm still grieving over has a huge ego. Huge ego. Bows and Bubbles. That is a cool name. Okay, Allie, if you don't want to wait, then I'll go ahead and take you off the list. Bows and Bubbles. That's an awesome name. Okay, Happy Tears. I do. Okay, girl. Decisions times. This is his ego, liking to be in control. Okay. Yeah, I could do that, Allie. I could do that if you donate. Hi, Victoria. Okay. Yes, donations take priority, Allie. Okay, so Happy Tears. Right now, you're dealing with the shadows and the illusions. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. I understand, girl. I know. He's going to. Oh. Okay. Shadows and illusions. Okay. He's got things built up in his mind that he's sorting through. Okay. Okay. This is yeah. So it's he's got some things built up into his head that are mountains made out of molehill at this point in time. Okay. Nancy, hold on. Okay. Yeah. And you need to, first thing, you need to use the bubble technique and clear that he's not going to apologize. As long as you have that energy up, he's not going to apologize. Okay. Work on you, and that'll shift how he is. That goes for all of you. Okay. But follow your intuition, follow your knowing, hon. I stress that big time. You guys just need to pay attention to what's going on. Okay. I think that there's going to be a shift within the next month though. But I do think that he's coming back in a new way. He's got to sort it out in his mind. Okay. But see, this is somebody coming back from the past, a situation or a person coming back from the past. So I think he's the new one. I think that he's just got to work it out in his mind that he's coming in a different way. Okay. Does that make sense, hon? Hi, Wasan. How are you? He got in his ego when you blocked him. Well, yeah, you're setting a boundary. Hi, Priscilla. I got you on the list, Priscilla and Wasan. But you know, yeah. Yes, I have you on the list, Priscilla. Wasan, I have you too, hon. You guys are going to make me laugh tonight. So all you can do is work on clearing blockages for you, belief systems that you have about the way things should be, and that he's a butthole. Clear that. Honest God, you need to clear that, girl. Yeah. You set a boundary. And guys don't know what to do. You know, you're defining how he's going to treat you. But I do think when he thinks about it, he's going to have to come back in a totally different way, you know? Yes, you're right, Kay. Right now we're connected, and it'll shift our guys as well. You know, when you clear stuff, you not only clear stuff for you and what's between you and the other guy, but you clear stuff for thousands of other people around the world also. You know? Hi, Brittany. Oh, you guys are exactly what I need this weekend. Oh, you're making me laugh. I need that. I have to laugh because when you're talking about them feeling like a god, my one of my grandsons, oh God, I hope he doesn't listen to this. One of my grandsons has had asthma and eczema so bad all his life that his skin looked like it was scalded all the time, right? So I had to laugh. He says, "Why are you laughing at me, Grandma?" Because he tells me on last night he's trying to talk to me every week now. He's just got it in his head that I'm the smartest person in the world now. I have to laugh when he tells me that. He says, "But Grandma, I started listening to you." He's 27 years old, right? He goes, "I quit eating eggs and milk like you told me." He goes, "My skin is beautiful now." He goes, "I look like a god. My skin is so clear." And I laughed, and he goes, "Why are you laughing at me, Grandma?" Oh, hi, Lakeisha. How are you, hon? Okay. Did that help? Happy tears. Nancy, you're next. Let's pull another deck for Nancy. Oh, you're welcome, hon. I just think, you know, he's coming back in a new way. Exactly. And then, but after having a whole lifetime of eczema so bad that it looks like your skin is scalded all the time. Okay. Ollie, you're not next. It's Nancy, Serena, Real Media, Bella Mo, and then Allie. I've had a very, very interesting week. I didn't realize people were going back and listening to the old recordings until I did a reading for somebody on Friday. Okay, you got some new beginnings here coming, girl. I have you on the list, Brittany. Okay. Yeah. But see, Kay, he quit eggs and he quit dairy. I've been telling him since he was little to quit giving him dairy, and they ignored me and the kids suffered with the asthma and the eczema and everything. And, it's just, he's so excited now. He just made me laugh. My skin's so beautiful. I look like a god. And I'm laughing. Yeah, it is bad. Okay, Nancy, you have Page of Cups. This can be an apology. Yeah. Okay, this is something being offered of an emotional nature. You know what? If your skin clears up, you will give up eggs, honey. Who was it? Somebody said, if somebody knew what it was like just for 5 minutes to feel healthy, they would never, ever do anything unhealthy again. You can use dark chocolate. There's not a lot of dairy in dark chocolate. And cheese, I don't even deal with it anymore. I knew as soon as I picked up that card, that's the first thing I thought. Happy tears. Oh my gosh, girl. Oh my gosh. Yeah. She gets the apology. Work on you. So, Nancy, apologize to him on a spiritual level. Okay? Yeah, weed is healthy, Ollie. Okay. She's also got, Nancy. I'm sorry, Nancy. We're getting distracted here tonight. Okay. New beginnings, something of an emotional nature, whether it's an apology or what. You also have a new beginning. Okay. This is communication, long-term, stable. Okay. This is the universe opening up a new pathway for you. Okay. Long-term, stable. Okay. So I want you to focus on how far you've come rather than how far you have to go. Look, honey, you only have one more step here to get to the finish line. He's tired. He's exhausted. You feel like you're not getting anywhere. You feel like you're not making any movement. Hang in there. Okay? Hang in there. It's manifesting. Don't quit just before the manifestation. Okay, hon? You guys are awesome. You're making me laugh. It's been a very strange weekend. So my grandson messages at 11 last night. The dog gets me up at 2 because she's not feeling good. Yeah, you're on the list, Lakeisha. And then my other grandson messages me at 3:20 this morning to talk. It's like, what? I guess I'm not getting any sleep on weekends anymore. I don't need a man in my life. I got my grandsons to keep me awake. Serena, you're next. Serena, Real Media, Bella, Mo, Allie, Bows and Bubbles, Victoria, Wasan, Priscilla, Brittany, and Lakeisha. Kind of quiet in here tonight. Oh my goodness, Allie. Okay. Serena, are you here, hon? Serena and Real Media. I might have lost everybody. I only show 4 people online. 5. Okay, happy tears. If you need to ask another question, I'll tell you what I have to tell everybody. If you want to ask another question, you have to give a donation. Okay, so apparently Serena and Real Media are not here. Is Bella Mo here? I think Allie bumped them all off. Whatever you want to donate, hon. I think Allie bumped them all off the list. Bella Mo. Serena, Real Media, and Bella Mo. And Allie, that's not the kind of consciousness that you want to have. Yeah, I'm telling you, Allie scared them all off. Okay, since nobody's answering, no, it doesn't matter how much the donation is, hon. Okay, Allie, I guess you're next after all. That's a program, Allie. You need to let go of that consciousness that you're poor. Okay? Then you're never going to have any money. Okay, Allie, Bows and Bubbles, are you still here? Bows and Bubbles, Victoria, Wasan, Priscilla, Brittany, and Lakeisha. Oh. Okay, so were you going to ask about relationships, Allie? Because that's what's coming out. Bubbles is gone too. What the heck? Everybody's dropping off tonight. Okay, first card up is the King of Cups. This is somebody that's emotionally mature, okay? Very open and receptive, okay? Emotionally available. They know how to give and receive. This person is offering a cup of love, okay? I think you've got a surprise coming in because this is somebody coming in to offer something emotional, okay? This is somebody or something from the past coming back. This is nostalgia, okay? This is longing for something from the past. But like I said, it can also be a person or a situation coming back from the past. That's offering something of an emotional nature. Okay. Now, when this happens, there needs to be more of an even give and take. Okay. Positive for life. Okay. Yeah, the list is getting shorter by the minute here. Okay. But is this making sense, Allie? The prosperity and abundance is there. The balance has been there at some point. But see, this again is perspective. Okay. If you're going to look at you as poor, this is somebody taking away to put things out of balance. If you, yes, I have you on the list, Joe. This is, if it's somebody putting money on, it's achieving a balance. If somebody's taking off, it's like your belief system. If you believe you're poor, then somebody's always going to be taking off here. Okay. And if you believe you're abundant, then the money's going to come in and it's going to balance everything out. But I think that in this instance, I think there's been a situation there's been a situation where one person has given more than they have shared. Okay, there needs to be more of an even give and take in a relationship. Yeah, so there needs to be a balance. Positive for life. Yes. Okay. Bows and Bubbles is not here. Victoria, are you here? I have Victoria, Wasan, Priscilla, Brittany. Nobody wants to stick around tonight. Real Media's here. Okay. We lost you. We thought we lost you. Brittany, you're still down a little farther on the list. Yeah, you got called, Real Media, several times. Okay. We'll do Real Media real quick. And Happy Tears, yes. Oh. Okay. And Brittany's here. Okay. I think Bellamo and Real Media snuck off together and had a little what do they call it? Asian. A little get together because they disappeared at the same time. Okay. Okay, and who am I doing now? Let me see. Real Media. You were bathing your baby. Well, that's a valid excuse. That's a valid excuse. So I'll do you after Real Media. I need to shuffle this better. Oh, yeah. So if you can get some, not ginger ale, but see if you can find some ginger brew, okay? And you can, there's some pop out there called Reed's Ginger Brew. I know they don't sell it everywhere, but if you can get some ginger pops, not ginger ale, it's not strong enough. If you can get some ginger pops, it will settle the baby's stomach. Real Media. Okay, you got some major things coming on, okay? First, we have the Nine of the Hermit, okay? This is going within and finding your own answers. This is going within. What's TYT, Wasan? Yeah, ginger is excellent for stopping vomiting, okay? It's time for you to go in, find your own truth, then go out and shine your light in the world. You're a Virgo, aha. But yeah, this is a little bit of time for some introspection. Let me put it this way. You are completing some major lessons, okay? You've completed them and you're going through a rebirth. Okay. This is a new beginning, a rebirth, okay? This is completing, you've completed all the lessons, you've cleared out the energy, you're ready to start all over again, okay? Total new energy, like being reborn, okay? You're ready to take that step out into the unknown and start a whole new lifetime, okay? We live many lifetimes in one lifetime. Then we have the sun, okay? You're walking off into this happiness, this ultimate happiness, joy, light, everything, okay? Focus on the positive, focus on what you want. It's all here for you, okay? Does that make sense, hon? Clean slate. And that sun card, just, that's the topping. That's the best card in the whole deck. Okay. That's a good reading. That is an awesome reading. But you just need to take time and decide what you want. What do I want to experience now, you know? Set some goals. You're welcome. Already did Allie. Allie never said if it made sense or not. It just disappeared. Okay, so Bellamo, since you were taking care of the baby, we're going to do you next instead of putting you at the bottom of the list again, okay? You have a valid excuse. Bows and Bubbles is not here. Victoria, I know Wasan's here. She's really good about hanging out till the end. Bows and Bubbles, Victoria, Priscilla, Brittany. Okay. Hang in there, girl. Okay, you've got 2 major arcana. First, you've completed some major lessons, okay? You are ready to start over new, like Real Media said, a clean slate. You're cleaning up the last of it, though. He's already Real Media's already past that, okay? But you're still cleaning up the last of that in order to move into the new stuff. So there's some things that you need to do too, okay? There's some things, the bubble technique, clear some things out, okay, that are holding you back. Okay, hold on, Priscilla. And then this says, okay, I want you to focus on how far you've come, okay? You've come a long way. You've completed all of this. This is the last one, the last step. This says, hold on, you're almost there, okay? This card says perseverance. Hang in there. One more step. Don't stop just before the completion. Okay? This is another major card. This is somebody that's very loving, caring, nurturing, mother type. Okay? This is pregnant with possibilities. Okay? I would also be careful that you don't get pregnant if you're not expecting that. Okay? Yes. Hi, Gypsy. Okay. But yeah, there's lots and lots of possibilities there. Okay. So it looks good, hon. It looks good. Start focusing on what you want. More babies. Well, just be careful. Just be careful. Okay. Now I got her. Bows and Bubbles never answered. And Priscilla is here. Okay. Okay. I'm having the same problem with the Capricorn. Oh, they're so slow, especially making up their minds. Go for it, girl. Just say, hey, how you doing? You know, to say, you know, if you ever need anybody to talk to, I'm here. I'm your friend, you know. Capricorns are slow. Capricorn men. Okay. Wasan, you're next, okay? After Priscilla. And of course, what pops up with the Capricorn card, okay? And I'm going to pull one more card because... Okay, so somebody's focused on what's happened in the past. okay, at this point. I want you to reframe the thinking, okay? I want you to focus on how far you've come rather than what's already happened. I've done this, that, and that, and I'm moving forward, okay? Reframe that thinking process, okay? Now, we have the Emperor. This is somebody that has a tendency to like to be in charge, somebody who has an ego, okay? And then we have the Capricorn card. You know, it's sometimes a very passionate relationship, but this card also represents to me there's some limiting beliefs that need to be looked at, okay? Maybe you feel that, okay, I want you to look at some of the stories you're telling yourself. What are some of the things that you're throwing out in your thoughts? I'm not good enough. He's not going to respond. He doesn't care about me. I have a video on here about 6 months back. It's called the bubble technique. If you go in and watch that video and you start throwing in that story that you're telling yourself, you'll start clearing those belief systems, those limiting points of view, and that will open up more of a clear pathway between you two. If you can do that, we have victory and celebration, somebody recognizing you for who you are. But this is a successful completion. Okay, so there is potential there. Wasan, my dear, thank you for your patience. But go back, it's about 6 months back, and it's called the bubble technique. Well, we've all got ego. That's normal. This is why I tell people, you know, bring it out of your head. Okay, well, clear it. Okay, that's a story. That's a story you're telling yourself. That's a belief system. That's a limiting point of view. Like I said, about 6 months back, it's called the bubble technique. And there's another one also, who does it belong to? Okay. And I'm going to use a different deck for Wasan. So after Wasan, I have Brittany and Lakeisha. And then Positive for Life. And I don't know how to say your name. It's Hey Juan. Wow. Did you watch the bubble technique? Are you using it though, Lakeisha? Okay, we're not down to you yet, Happy Tears. Wasan's next. So, Happy Tears, you're after Lakeisha. Yes. Because if we can clear out a lot of those limiting points of view, we open up new pathways. We open up neural pathways in our brain to different things too. Wasan. New beginnings of passion. Something very passionate. Something that brings a spark to your life. And A-V. Okay, there's a little bit of a list, so you'll have to be patient, okay? Navar 10, okay? Passionate, desire, creativity, new life. Something is bringing that spark of life to Wasan, okay? New beginnings and communication. Again, this is something that's very passionate. This is another wand, okay? But it's communication going back and forth. We have victory. We have forward movement. You don't quite have control of everything, okay? But things are coming into balance, okay? But there is forward movement. Brittany and Lakeisha's here, so I had called Brittany. The connection's really bad. Just where you're at. Is anybody else having problems with the connection? Okay. Lakeisha, you're next. Lakeisha and then Happy Tears. Okay, general. You're welcome, Wasan. I hope that's what you wanted to hear, hon. Hold on, Happy Tears. You're after Lakeisha. Wow, girl. Okay, you need to decide what you want. Okay. Focus. Love you too, girl. Okay. Focus on how far you've come. You're almost there. Okay. Don't look at how far you have to go. Focus on how far you've come. This card says hang in there. You're almost there. I'm sure you probably heard me already say this seems to be the card of the night. Okay. You're almost there. This is the finish line. All you have to do is stand up, take one more step. Don't quit just before you get there. You know, he's tired, he's exhausted, he just can't. You know, sometimes you need to call in some people to help you too, you know. Now, this is a major, major shift for you. Something is shifting in your favor, okay? This is something that was fated. This was meant to be, okay? And it's also in divine timing, which is kind of, this is a timing card too, okay? Hang in there just before the manifestation, and the manifestation is in divine timing, okay? And okay, this is the dreaming card. This is the dreaming card. There's a, it's probably your twin flame, okay? Sometimes they start coming in and talking to you before. But see, we have 4 cups that are here. They're filled emotionally, okay? The divine is offering you something, okay? But whether it's daydreaming or night dreaming, it's a dreaming card. And I'm going to pull one more card. And I have a feeling that this is somebody that's going to come in. It may not come in quick, okay? Hold on, Bonita. We have a whole list here, hon. See, 10 of Cups. This is somebody that's going to, yeah, I'm thinking a future love. Somebody that's going to bring in emotional fulfillment. A happy family, okay? I have you on the list, Bonita. Okay? Brittany never answered. Lakeisha, we just did. Okay. Yeah, it's a future love. Don't discount it. Okay? I had no idea, never studied anything with twin flames until this guy started coming in on my dreams and talking to me and telling me things and you can't make up this stuff. You can't. I was laying there in bed one night and I told him something and I got a thumbs up back immediately. And I said, what the hell? What the hell? Okay, Happy Tears. What was your question again, hon? I'm sorry. I wanted to know if he was... That's more than one question. I'm just going to ask, can you trust him when he comes back? Okay? Because I usually only let people that ask one question. Can you trust him when he comes back? He's matured. Okay. Oh. Okay, he's definitely matured, okay? This is a king. This is somebody that's emotionally mature, right? Thanks, Lakeisha. Okay, you can trust him. He's a matured. He's learned a lot, okay? Very passionate person. And he's learned some major lessons. This is the world. This is what we're talking about. This was completing some major lessons. Okay, he's cleaning up the last of that and getting ready to move forward. Now we have the Hierophant. This is, to me, this is an 1111 card too. Okay, you're on the right path. The thing is, he's learned a lot of spiritual lessons. I think that's a lot of it. Okay, this could also be a marriage card, girl. Okay, but the Hierophant is a spiritual authority. It could be him going in within and learning more about himself, also finding, yeah, while you're an example, you know, going within and finding himself, finding his own authority. Could be, you know, there's some, yeah, you can trust him. You can trust him because he's matured to a king. Okay. Okay. That's what you wanted. You wanted him. You didn't want a knight. You didn't want a page. Oh, I posted something on my Facebook. What does it say? Okay. It said, when they find the center of the universe, a lot of people are going to be disappointed in order to, because then they're going to realize that they're not the center of the universe anymore. Hey, Alyssa. Okay. Happy tears. Positive for life. Hey, how do you say your name? Joao. Wow. I haven't seen any comments for, may not be here anymore. Positive for life. Hey, Joao, Gypsy, NR10, Bonita, and Alyssa. Yes. He's a king now. Okay. I didn't see any spying, but I do show that he has matured a lot and he's completed a lot of lessons. Okay. Major lessons, and he's just cleaning up all of that and he's ready to move forward. I don't know about the spying, but I did ask. What I ask is if you can trust him, because that was too many questions, girl. That's a whole nother question, girl. Okay. Positive for life. Oh, thank you, Wasan. I appreciate it, hon. Okay. Whoever's next. Positive for life. Hey, Wau. Joao. Gypsy. There's positive for life. Yes. Well, this popped out before you said anything. I'll put it back in the deck and shuffle again. But this is choices and decisions coming up. Could be a partnership, but it's also choices and decisions. Okay. Girl. And this is Kumar. Beanie. Nadine. Okay. So we're doing positive for life right now, okay? I think people are getting impatient and dropping off tonight. We're losing a lot of people tonight. No patience. I already did yours, Brittany. See, I need you guys to hold me accountable because I can't. I get so into the readings, I don't know. Okay. Positive for life. Okay. So, positive for life, we have the single person card. This is a single woman. Yeah. Miss Yana. Readings are interesting. Okay. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. This is a single person. Okay. Very successful, knows how to manifest what they want. Okay. Very good at communicating. Lots of communication coming in and out. Okay. Yeah. Make sure that you are appreciative of the nature around you and take time to smell the roses. Okay. Now, 2 major arcanas. We have the 11. We have Justice. Okay. So a need for balance, a need for truth and clarity. Okay. This could be decisions being made in your favor. Okay. Could be a contract. Okay. And marriage and divorce also count as contracts. Okay. And then we have the Hierophant. Okay. This is the same path. Okay. This is being on the right path. 1111. This is going in, finding your own spiritual authority. Could be a spiritual figure in your life. It could be a marriage card. Okay. This could also be a marriage card. Okay. Is this making sense, hon? There's some kind of contract coming up, though. Hi, Matthew. How are you? It could be, but see, your acceptance letter, okay, is a contract also. This could be a higher institution. This could be a school. Okay. Could definitely, it's a higher institution. Does that make more sense? See, all I could do is give you the energy, the cards, and then you can fit them to the situation. I'm not always going to be right on. But yeah, I'm thinking you're going to get that acceptance letter because to me, that's a contract. Okay, who is next? Okay. Gypsy? Gypsy never answered. NAVR10? So start giving the universe thanks for it. Every day. And visualize it in your hand. NAVR10, Bonita, Alyssa, happy tears again. She keeps donating. Kamar, Nadine, Missiana, and Matthew. You're welcome, hon. Okay. Is anybody here? Because this person never answered. Gypsy, Nav R10, Bonita, Alyssa, Happy Tears, Kamar, Beanie, Missiana, and Matthew. Okay, Bonita's here. Oh. Do you know how to use a pendulum, Bonita? Okay, Gypsy's here. Okay. So we'll do Bonita. She answered first, and then we'll go back and do Gypsy. Okay. Do you know how to use a pendulum, Bonita? Sometimes you can pull a pendulum out and put it over a map and find a general area. Ooh. You don't have one at this point? Okay. Now, this is forward movement, something stable, something grounded. Okay. This is being open to receiving something. Okay. Now, I have the Two of Cups card, but I think in this instance, since you're not asking about a relationship, I think you're going to find the perfect fit. Okay. This is something that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. Okay. You're just going to have to take some time to do some searching. Okay. You have to decide. So have you looked at options at all? You can train your body to give you a yes and no answer. What's best for you? Okay. If you sit down and close your eyes and just relax, that's your yes. Then ask a question that you know is a no answer and see where your body tenses up. Okay. You can train your body like that. Your body knows before your brain does what's good for you and what isn't good for you. Not yet, Alyssa. I'm finishing up Bonita, and then we're doing Gypsy, and then you're next, okay, hon? So okay. Is that okay? Don't have such tunnel vision, okay? I do think that you're going to find something and that you're going to absolutely love it, okay? Just be a little bit more open to the possibilities, hon. Ask the universe, what other options are there for me that would fulfill me totally? Fulfill all my, yeah. What grand and glorious adventure can I have today? Finding the right school for me. Do they have a waiting list, Bonita? See if you can get on a waiting list. Alyssa's your sister, Matthew? You got your whole family here. Okay. Just be open to possibilities, hon. Okay. Gypsy. I'm going to use a different deck. Did you have a sober sister? Oh, congratulations to both of you. That's awesome. That's awesome that you guys can all support each other like that. Absolutely awesome. Gypsy. Okay, I just finished Bonita. You guys got to keep me accountable, okay? Gypsy and then Alyssa. See, you don't have to be family by blood. You're family by choice. Sometimes that's better. Oh, okay. So things are kind of stalled right now. Okay. Okay. General. Okay. Things, okay. You feel stuck in your life right now? Do you feel like things are just not moving at all? Okay. Because this is a stalled card. There's no forward movement. And this is a card of action. Hi, Soulful Journey. How are you? Okay. No movement. No, you don't feel like that? Well, something is stuck. Whether you feel like that or not, something is stuck. Last week, yes. Okay, that makes sense. Now, I think you've made a choice, a decision. Okay. I think that you have decided to move forward into a new adventure. Now, normally this card was saying you're walking away from something that's emotionally unfulfilling, but in this deck, all the cards are up and they're full. And he's got his staff. I think you're walking away into something new. You've made a choice to walk away into something new, something different. And this is going to bring you in some happiness. This is the best card in the whole deck. Is this making sense, hon? Soulful Journey, you're going to have to tell me something a little more positive than I can't complain. It's too much. I'm still breathing. I wanted to hear something wonderful. Okay, good. I hope that made sense. So that brought a little bit of clarity to you. NAVR10, are you here? Last call. And then we're going on to Alyssa while we're waiting to see if NAV shows up. Alyssa, and then Happy Tears again. Miss Yana. Hold on, Miss Yana. Yeah, General. Okay. And Kumar has never answered. So let me put a line here, a line here. I started marking them. That way if they come back and say, I didn't get my reading. Because I don't remember everything that I do once I get into the readings. So if they come back, I feel bad if somebody comes back and says, well, I went back and watched the whole thing and I didn't find my reading. Makes me feel like crap. Okay. So it's up to you whether you want to donate or not. Okay. But we're putting all the donations toward, we're going to start building classes. Brianna. Kumar did answer. Okay, then I'm not getting everything because I don't. Okay, so Kumar is there. Okay. Okay. So yeah, because he's after Alyssa, Happy Tears, and then Kamar. Okay. I have you on the. Yeah, Jennifer, I know you've been around, hon. And you're on the list, okay? Okay, Kumar, you're the third person up. I have Alyssa, Happy Tears, and then you, okay? So be ready. So Alyssa, first card up. What are you stuck in your head about? What are you overthinking? Yes, yes, you are on the still on the list, hon. But it's a few more people down, okay? This is being stuck in your head. This is limiting beliefs, limiting points of view. Look at the story that you're telling yourself. What's going on over and over in your head that you're stuck on this story? You need to clear that. Okay. Now look, her hands, she's covering her heart. She's trying to protect her heart for one thing. She's stuck in her head about it. She's not seeing something clearly. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Yep. That'll do it. Have you been on here? If you go back about 6 months, there's a video on how to do the bubble technique. Okay, that can help clear some of it. It's not going to clear a lot of it. Okay, but it'll clear some of the harder stuff for you. Because they talk about it's like peeling the layer of an onion, but the thing is, it's not really peeling the layer of onion. You're going through it again and again and again because there's a charge on it. Okay, so when you go use that bubble technique to go in and clear the charge on that, it makes things a little bit easier for you. Okay, hon? Success, forward movement. Don't quite have a control on everything. Okay, there's no reins for the control. Everything's kind of stalled, but yet you're still making forward movement. Okay, if that can make sense. Okay. There you go, Soulful Journey. Okay. Yeah, it's forward. There's still forward movement, hon. Yeah. Yeah. It's that paradox. It's trying to move through everything that has become such a reality to you, Yeah. Now, we have the Page of Cups. This is something being offered of an emotional nature. Okay? It could be the need for an apology. Okay? The need for offering either someone to you or you offering an apology to somebody else at this point. Okay, I think that it will clear a lot of energy for you. Okay, now this is huge. All of you, everybody needs to take time to forgive yourself. You have no idea how much energy that you will clear and shift if you sit down and forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for being human. Forgive yourself for making mistakes. Okay? That is huge. Nobody's as hard on us as we are on ourselves. Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. So that makes a lot of sense. That's right. I remember you telling me that. Yeah. Hi, Leanne. I'll put you on the list, hon. There's a little bit of list ahead of you, though, so you have to be patient. But it looks good. Yes. Yes. Congratulations on everything, hon. Everything. But like I said, forgive yourself. We hold ourselves back. Nobody's as hard on us as we are on ourselves, okay? If you can acknowledge that. For one thing, We're human. We came in to learn and experience this stuff. These are lessons. And this is a major, major lesson for you guys. Okay? Just acknowledge it. Okay, I have learned this, that, and that, and that. Thank you for the lessons that I have learned. And thank you for the support and everything that I have to move forward. You know, because in a few years, you're going to look back and say, wow, I know why I went through all of that. You know, we give people a part to play in our lives in order for us to act out all these lessons. And these people have volunteered to come in and act out these parts for us. But see, the thing is, you got to look at it another way too. On a spiritual level, we are all one. Okay? When you learn to forgive yourself, you're clearing energy not only for you, you're clearing energy for thousands of people too. Okay? And it's huge. It's huge. And I'm going to recommend the book again. I keep telling you guys, get the book, The Dark Side of the Light Chasers. Debbie Ford was a drug addict and an alcoholic. You will relate to this woman big time, okay? She talks about self-forgiveness. She talks about how we push all these parts of ourselves away when we actually need those parts of ourselves to be whole and complete, okay? And I don't see any comments from Happy Tears, so we're going to go ahead and do Kamar. I see your comment here. You still higher, hon? You're next. Okay. What's on the Gemini's mind? Soulful Journey, you might want to go in and correct. It's paypal.me/KACI55. Let me type it. Hold on, babe. Hold on. That's what it should look like. Okay, Kamar. Yeah, that's okay, hon. Hey, got an A for effort. That's okay. It's still an A for effort. I appreciate everything you're doing. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Somebody's walking off into a new adventure. I don't remember what the cards were. You have to go back and look at them again. Hold on, Happy Tears. We're doing Kamar and then we'll do yours. Okay. Normally, I would say somebody's walking away from an emotional situation. There's a possibility, Happy Tears, use that bubble technique, okay? This is somebody walking away into a new adventure, okay? Learning new things, wanting new things, okay? It's just moving forward, okay? What do you want? What grand and glorious adventure can you create in your life now, okay? I have two aces here. I want you to look at these. I have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, okay? Look at how bright and sunny and shiny these are, okay? Look at how awesome. So the Ace of Pentacles is new beginnings and prosperity and abundance, happy family, security, could be marriage, long-term, stable, okay? This is new beginnings in emotional things, okay? Happiness, security, possible marriage, okay? Is this making sense, hon? Somebody's thinking about marriage. Somebody's thinking about future. Somebody's ready to go off into a new adventure. So it makes a lot of sense. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Okay, happy tears. So I want you to okay. So I'm going to tell you the same thing I'm telling everybody now. I want you to look back about 6 months back in the videos. There's one called the bubble technique. I want you to put your confusion in the middle of that bubble. Okay? You can clear a lot of things: trauma, drama, emotions, confusion, anger, anything. You can put those all into that bubble. Okay? Put that confusion, but find that bubble technique. It's awesome. It clears the energy on things and opens up new possibilities for you, okay? I loves tarot. Didn't you disappear on us last time, hon? I think I called you for a reading last time. Okay, happy tears. Last question of the night, girl. Okay. Okay. What do you want? You have to decide what you want, girl. This is going within and finding your truth. Okay? You don't have control of it. There is forward movement, though. Hey, Tatty, how are you, hon? Okay? There's forward movement, but you don't have control right now. Use the bubble technique, okay? Clear the story that you're telling yourself, because we have new beginnings here after all the... You're welcome, Kamar. Yeah, it looks like you are happy. Good to see you too, hon. Okay, so new beginnings after all the struggles, the trials, the tribulation. This is truth. This is clarity. Okay. Start using the bubble technique to clear any confusion you have, and that'll help clear some of the confusion up for him too. Okay. Okay. Beanie. I have Beanie, Miss Yana, Matthew, Mystic Lena. I don't have that many people here. Ariane. Hold on. E-N-N-E. Okay. Okay. Matthew. We'll change Matthew to... It's moving. Chris. Okay. Beanie. Hi, Ariane. I got you on the list. Put that frustration in the bubble, girl. Okay, so who was next? Beanie hasn't answered. Miss Yana, and then Chris. There's a little bit of a wait, though. Okay, hon? Ariane? Miss Yana. We lost Nadine. Yeah. Yeah, I put Chris instead of Matthew. Yeah, because Matthew, you can always get a hold of me. Okay. Shiana. Oh, okay, okay. Are you guys arguing a lot? Oh, okay. I have the Lover's card. This person, okay, he's trying to make choices and decisions around love. He's thinking about offering something. Okay? It's really, really on his mind that he wants to offer you a cup of love. But you guys are, I don't know if you're arguing a lot. Okay? There's some heartache there that he's dealing with, or you're both dealing with, but this is arguments, disputes, separation by distance. Okay? But know that if you sit down and really, really communicate, hon, okay, that these things can be worked through. Just tell him I'm listening. Those are three of some of the most important words you can say in any language is I am listening. Okay? Does that make sense, hon? He's been thinking about it, but he's dealing with this with the Three of Cups energy. So I want you to start clearing stuff for you, and that also clears stuff for him, okay? Okay, so we'll do Chris. We never heard back from Beanie. Okay. Start clearing stuff for you, and you clear for everybody else in the situation. Brings clarity for everybody. Michelle, there's a list if you want to hold on, hon. Okay, Chris. Matthew's friend, Chris. And I'm going to use a different deck. Okay. Mystic Lena, are you still here, hon? Mystic Lena, Sulfur. I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm getting tired, I guess. Soulful Journey, Claire, Bria, Leanne, Dina, I Loves Tarot, Taddy, Ariane, and Michelle. I think Michelle's probably going to be the last one that I could work on tonight because I've already been on for an hour and a half. Okay, Chris. Okay. Chris, first card up is the Three of Cups. Okay. This is happiness, joy, celebration, people coming together to celebrate. Okay. Something of a happy nature. Okay. Now, things are out of balance right now. There needs to be more of an even give and take. Okay. There's not an even give and take right now. Everything's out of balance. You want to balance things more. You know, things are not always going to be in balance. That scale of life, you know, you might be supportive of another person, and then when you're down, they'll be supportive of you. But there needs to be more of a giving and receiving in this situation, okay? And then we have the 1111 card. Okay, this is saying you're on the right path. This could be a need to go within and find out who you are, what your spiritual authority is. Could be a higher authority, could be a church, could be a school, an institution, okay? Could be a marriage contract. Okay? Did that make sense? Okay, let me see how many people. Susan. There's a list, hon. Susan and Lioness. You're welcome. Did it make sense though? That's the thing. I just like to know if it makes sense. So Mystic Lena, Soulful Journey. Okay. Well, I know Soulful Journey's here, so Soulful Journey. My tongue is tied tonight. Okay. So we have, is Claire or Bria or Leanne here? Everybody's dropping in and out tonight like crazy. Yeah, that's okay. That makes sense. Mercury retrograde. Nobody's, yeah. Mystic Lena, she never answered. I'm going to start teaching some classes, Taddy. First class we're going to do, we're finding so much information on grounding, how it's good health-wise and everything. I guess the first class is going to be nothing on grounding. And then the next one will be on protection. Okay. Okay, Soulful Journey. We have the Seven of Cups. This is choices and decisions. You're making choices and decisions that are leading to a happy home. Okay. The rainbow, the wish fulfillment. Okay. Are you listening, Soulful Journey? Okay. This is yours, hon. 5D. Girl, I don't know nothing about 5D. I'm going to have to start researching that. All I know is everything that is happening with my twin flame. Okay. So you're working toward wish fulfillment and a happy home. Now, we have a Knight of Wands. This is a person that's very passionate, creative, okay? Knows what he wants. He's only a knight. Okay, you want a king. There needs to be some emotional maturity achieved, okay? You broke up last Saturday. Yeah. So we have the Two of Coins. Okay, everything's on a tightrope right now. There's a very, very fine balance at this point in time. Okay. Choices, decisions. There's two ladders to grab onto, but you're so busy trying to balance that you're not paying attention to the options. Okay. So again, start using the bubble technique to clear up some of the things that you got and see if that doesn't clean up some of the clarity. You know, everything's just out of balance right now. Wow. That gets me though. Look, that's such a fine line there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Claire, Bria, Leanne, none of them. I did make a list of 5D. I'll put that on the list to check on. Dina, I loves tarot. And if they don't answer, then Taddy's next. Taddy, Ariane, Michelle, Susan, and Lioness. And Jennifer. No, I already did Jennifer. That's on the side. Never mind. I think, however you react. Okay. Thank you for letting me know that, Matthew. The Knight of Wands means, oh, I'm going to pull one more card since we have a question on that, but I think it's going to be a while because we're on that very fine tightrope. But see, a 9 is a completion and this is a 10. There's an opening here, okay? There's an opening, but he's still stuck in his head. He's still in that mental prison. There's something here, okay, that has him stuck. It's a belief system because his hands are tied, but they're not tied together. All he has to do is move his hands forward and walk away from this mental prison, okay? Does that make more sense, hon? Okay, last call. Claire, Bria, Leanne, Dina, I Loves Tarot. Much love to you too, hon. And then Tatty. I'm gonna go. I know Tatty's here. I'm gonna go ahead and do Tatty. Mandy. Susan's here. Okay. We're doing Tatty now. That's all you're going to ask, Tatty? Is he coming over today? Michelle's here also. Okay. I'm going to use a different deck. Okay, Claire didn't answer. Bria, Leanne, Dina, I Loves Tarot. We're working on Tatty now. Oh, I think I need to hide for the next month. Maybe I'll not do readings for the next month. I don't know, girl. Did you guys have a fight or something? Because I showed somebody crying over spilt milk. Okay. Somebody's got some hurt feelings here. Not feeling very emotionally available right now. Okay. But yet, I think this is you being open and receptive and ready to move forward. Manifest what you want. Maybe not. Okay. Maybe not. Was it there? Yeah. So clear it on your side so that he'll let go of it too. But it's still bugging him. Let me put it that way. It's still bugging him. But you're all ready to forgive and forget and move forward and manifest things, you know? This wonderful world of technology here. Okay? Okay. Ariane wants a general reading. Okay, so we're talking about the classes. We're going to make the classes affordable. There's 2 of us that are going to teach the classes, and it will probably be $10 a class. Okay, that way everybody's affordable. It'll be on probably Zoom, where we can we can talk back and forth. Okay, you don't have to you can do video if you want, so they can see your face, or you could just do voice, okay? But everybody, it'll be interactive. Oh, Nicola. Wow. Okay, there's a little bit of a list in front of you, hon. Okay. Here we are. General reading. Okay, so we have somebody that's not emotionally available. I mean, this person's very prosperous and abundant. They have a lot of things, but yet at the same time, right now, they are hiding their heart. They're holding on to their prosperity and abundance. They're not open to sharing. They're not open to giving and receiving at all at this point, okay? And then we have the death card. There's some kind of transformation and change coming in. Michelle. You're next, Michelle. Okay. Transformation and change. You have made choices and decisions that are bringing in transformation and change, okay? There is a shift coming, a major shift, okay? And then this is moving out of troubled waters into smoother waters. Okay, Taddy. Okay. This is, okay. You see the obstacles. She doesn't have control of the situation yet, but this is moving out of the troubled waters into the smoother waters. The obstacles are here, but she's moving forward anyway. But she doesn't quite have control of the situation yet. Okay. But there is forward movement and things are getting better. Okay. Hey, Robin. Okay. So, Michelle. Okay. Michelle, Susan, Lioness, Mandy, Nicola, and Robin. Yeah. It's improving, though. That's the main thing. Focus on what you want rather than not what you want. Okay. Susan, are you still here? You would be next. Susan, Linus, Mandy, Nicola, and Robin. Okay. You're welcome, Marianne. Okay. Susan's next. Okay. So this is a very slow moving energy. It's a night. Okay. The seeds have been planted. The harvest is growing slowly. Okay. But this person is only focusing on one thing at a time. They're yeah. Very slow moving, very tunnel vision. Okay. It is bringing in some long-term stability, but it's just going to take forever. Okay. We do have the 10 of Cups. This is total emotional fulfillment, happy family, safety, security, the tasting the sweetness of life, having all your wishes fulfilled. Okay. Now I want you, there's a need for balance. Okay. I want you to pay attention because there's some things going on that you're not aware of at this point, though, okay? Anything that starts popping up, don't push it away. If you have any fears, if you have any doubts, sit down and talk to them, okay? Because if you don't clear this energy now, it's just going to be an underlying energy to irritate everything, if that makes sense, okay? This is she's the knower of secrets. Okay? But it looks good, and I'm going to recommend read the book The Dark Side of the Light Chasers by Debbie Ford. It talks about not pushing away the parts of yourself that you are that we push away rather than dealing with. Our fears, our worries, our traumas, our dramas. We need to work on that. Nicole, there's a whole list ahead of you, hon. Okay. Susan's next. Okay, so we have Susan, Lioness. Are you still here? You would be next. Mandy, Nicola, Robin, and Nicole. You still here, Robin? Okay. Okay. Susan. Lioness, are you here? You would be next. Lioness, Mandy G. Okay. Okay, got some major lessons coming up. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands. This is new beginnings of something. Okay. New beginnings is something that you're passionate about, okay? That you're invested in, something that brings a little bit of spark to life. There's new beginnings, new growth here, okay? Now, you have completed some major lessons and you are ready to start over. This is a clean slate. This is a new life, okay? This is like a rebirth. It's stepping forward in trust in the universe, okay? And the universe is supporting you with unconditional love. Now, this is the Emperor. Okay, this is usually a male figure. This is somebody that likes to have control of the situation. He's a leader, a lot of times in charge of a lot of people, makes a lot of decisions for a lot of people. Could be like a father figure. Okay. Beanie. We called you a long time ago, girl. Okay, so Beanie will be next since she donated. Okay, so did that make sense, Susan? Oh, you think you commented on another post? Okay. Okay. So we'll go in and do Beanie and then Lioness. Because Beanie donated. And you know what? I'm going to pull one more card for Susan. Okay. Okay, so this is a wish card. No, it's not. It's a temperance card. Okay. There's lots of healing going on in the situation. Okay. Lots of healing going on. Have some patience. There's some light being brought to the situation. There's healing. There's balance coming in. Okay. And there's some blessings coming around it. Just be patient. I knew I needed to pull another card for a reason. Okay. You know what, Beanie? Everybody's a soulmate. That's the problem. Don't ask if he's a soulmate. Reword it, please. We come in with a group of about 500 soulmates. They come in as supporting actors. They come in as love relationships. They come in as friends. So you might want to ask if this person coming in is a romantic love relationship. How about we do that? Is that okay? You're welcome, Susan. Okay. Okay, there is forward movement. There is stability with this person. Okay. Growth, passion. Forward movement. This is contemplating what you want and what you don't want. Okay. Again, choices and decisions. All choices and decisions. Again, what do you want? You're contemplating what you want in this one. Here it is. Choices and decisions. What are you going to decide? Yeah, I think the list is closed now, hon. I think that Nicole's the last person tonight. Okay. And then we have the Lover's card. Okay. Choices and decisions around love. This is, yeah. Possible love relationship, and the universe is blessing the union. Okay. So and the Lover's card can also be choices and decisions around a love relationship too. So I think at this point you need to decide whether he's even, I get the feeling that you don't even know if he's a potential. You can't make up your mind if you want him to be a potential or not. Does that make sense? Yeah. See, there's your question. Is the man I'm talking to the one I should date? That's up for you to decide, girl. That's all this is. Choices. Choices. Okay. Yeah. But I do think that it has the potential to be a good love relationship. Use the bubble technique, my dear. There's a video on here about 6 months back on how to do the bubble technique. Okay. Linus, you're next time. Linus, Mandy, Nicola, Robin, and Nicole. Nicole's the last one for the night. Okay. Change decks. Oh, you're good, honey. You're good. You are very good. Okay, Linus. You still here, hon? Lioness, Mandy, G, Nicola, Robin, and Nicole. Did we lose Lioness? I saw you were up here. Let me know you're here, hon. Yeah, Nicola's here. Yeah, I figured you'd be around. Who in the heck? Well, she was here a minute ago. I'm going to go ahead and read Lioness. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, sometimes this is called the Wands of Love. This is a very, very fast moving energy coming in, okay? Yeah. And then this also is a very fast moving energy coming in, bringing communication, transformation, and change, truth and clarity to the situation. Whatever, that's all it says. New beginnings, truth, clarity, honesty, trust. New beginnings after all the struggles. New beginnings in goals. Okay? New beginnings in trust and clarity and truth. And of course, she's probably not here. I think so. I think so because somebody's coming in. Okay? Yeah, everybody. It's Mercury retrograde, happy tears. Okay, I do think that somebody's coming in. Whether it's him or not, somebody's coming in. This is the Wands of Love. Fast moving. This is fast moving. Transformation, change, truth and clarity. Lots of information being exchanged back and forth, okay? And new beginnings after all the struggles, more truth and clarity, okay? More communication. Does that make sense though, hon? So if it's not him, somebody's coming in very quick. Because those two cards are very, very fast moving. Okay? Mandy hasn't answered. Nicola! Nicola. Let's see what's going on, hon. Nicola, Robin, and Nicole. Lioness, I did your reading, hon. I thought you got it. Jay, the list is here for tonight. Lioness, I just did your reading. I would say go back to, if you go back to about 1 hour and I don't know, 52 minutes. Let me see how much time I have, Jay, okay? Just be patient. I've got 3 people ahead of you, okay? And we'll see how I'm feeling. Just be patient here. Nicola. Yeah, I'll put Jay on the list. What the heck? Jay's the last one tonight. I know what it's like to sit and wait for a reading and wait for them to pick you randomly. Oh, honey, I had last Saturday night I was on for 3.5 hours, and Sunday night I was on for 4. We don't just do readings, we do talk too, okay? Okay. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a single woman that knows how to manifest what she wants. Time to decide what you want, girl, okay? You planted the seeds. The harvest is growing, okay? It's almost time to pick the harvest. I want you to take time to smell the roses, okay? you are so wrapped up in all this, you're not taking time to relax. Okay? Take time to smell the roses, get in touch with the nature around you, okay? We have the Three of Wands, and that's stability, security, forward movement. Okay? This is somebody that's open to giving and receiving. Okay? But right now, a 9 is a completion and this is a 10. Okay? You're done with the backstabbing, the trauma, the drama, everything. Okay? You just need to clear out the last of this. The universe has opened up a new pathway for you. Okay? You just need to get out from under this energy. It's time to move out from under it. Bubble technique. Did that help, Nicola? I know you've been going through it. Did that help at all? Robin. Good, 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 good. I know. That's the problem with 3-card readings. Is it him? One more. What the hell? We're at the end of the night. Depends on you. Okay? Depends on you. This is a wish card. Are you you need to decide what you want and focus on it. So it's all up to you. All up to you, hon. Okay. Robin, Nicole, Jay. And then this deck feels heavy. Okay. No, this one. Okay, Nicole's here. I know Robin's here. Jay, are you still here too? Okay. Robin, yep. One of these days I'm going to have to sit down and figure out how to make all these little icons. Girl, my brain doesn't even want to deal with that stuff, anything technical anymore. Okay, Robin, we have the 3 of coins. You've got a lot of things going on, okay? Learning new things, focusing on new things. It's time to focus on one thing at a time, okay? We have the King of Swords. This is somebody that has achieved a degree of success, okay? Truth, clarity, communication going on, okay? Working toward what you want, setting goals. My phone, it's driving me nuts because I turned off all notifications, all ringing, and my phone is just going nuts. It's like 61 messages on one on one messenger. Okay. Yeah. Communication. Okay. Communication's real important right now. And see, and then here's the King of Pentacles, the King of Coins. Something long-term, secure. It's slow moving. Okay. You got a new guy coming in by any chance? Because this could be happy family. Okay. Especially with the wolf here. But the universe is opening up a new pathway for you, okay? A whole new pathway. You don't know. Well, there's something something to do with prosperity and abundance coming in. Let me put it that way, and it's successful. There's 2 kings in there. That's something that's mature. Okay? Nicole. You're welcome, hon. Nicole and Jay. What the heck? Why can't I get you to? Ugh. This is going to be a fun Mercury retrograde. You know what? That's funny. Somebody asked me earlier about learning about 5D. And I think I just ordered a book last night on 5D. I think I did. Yeah. Well, I'll be learning something. Nicole. Okay, Nicole, are you here? Because I don't think she's going to be happy with this message. Nicole. What the heck? I already got it down. Okay, and Nicole, we have the 7 of Swords. Lies, deceit. Okay, you're here. Okay. Lies, deceit, theft. Okay. Somebody's sneaking off. And then somebody's stuck in their head. Okay. This is belief systems. What kind of story are you telling yourself? Okay. Now, there's an opening here to get through this. The thing is, her eyes are covered. Her hands are tied together, but she's holding the light. She's holding the truth right there in her hands. She could reach out, grab one of the swords, cut through these bindings. She could pull the blindfold off and see the truth in things, okay? Okay? These are self-made beliefs, self-made limitations. Look at the story that you're telling yourself. I keep telling everybody, go back and look for the video that's the bubble technique, okay? Start clearing the story that you're telling yourself. It might be that you're lying to yourself about something, about the things that you want, okay? As you achieve clarity, as you know what you want, what your truth is, you're going to start manifesting exactly what you want. Now, the magician has the ability to manifest this, but at the same time, it's taking years for him to achieve mastery, to achieve exactly what he wants. He's had to practice and study, practice and study, practice and study. So everything that you are going through is setting you up for what's coming forward in your life. Everything that you have gone through in your life has brought you to this point now. Okay? Acknowledge it for the lesson that it has given you. Okay? Give thanks to the people that have had parts to play in exactly everything that you've gone through, because we assign people roles to play in our life, okay? You're learning a lot of wisdom through this, but at the same time, you need to clear this, okay? There's limiting beliefs. It's like you are so close to manifesting this, but there's something that's going on, some story, some belief system, some point of view that's holding you back from achieving this. Okay? And of course, she's probably not even here because she never answered. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jay, you're next, hon. And then that's the last of the readings. If anybody wants to talk about, okay, Nicole, that was your reading, hon. Did that make sense? Okay, yeah, I see it. Did that make sense, Nicole? There's something that you need to clear in order to move forward. Okay. And I keep telling everybody, try the bubble technique 6 months back in the videos. There's the bubble technique and there's the other one, who does it belong to? Jay. Okay, now Jay will be the last reading I'll do for tonight. But if anybody wants to talk about anything, we could sit around and talk a little bit, okay? Ooh. Okay, so there's the Two of Cups. This is a love relationship, something that's very, very emotionally fulfilling. I had somebody earlier, it wasn't a relationship, it was finding the perfect match of a school for her, okay? So it doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship, but this, yeah, it could be a very, very close relationship, could be a business partnership, but this is something that's emotionally fulfilling, okay? And I do think in this case it's a love relationship. Okay, then we have the Knight of Coins. Ooh. Okay, Knight of Coins. Okay, this is a very slow moving energy, slow moving person. Okay, it's an earth sign. It's an earth sign. Of course, it's slow. I'm sorry, earth signs, but it's true, especially if it's a male. Prosperity, abundance is everything, okay? It's all aspects of life. It's not just money. It's not just tangible assets. It's safety, security, happy family, emotional fulfillment. It's everything, okay? But this is long-term. This is stable, but it's slow moving. Now, somebody's defensive. Somebody's feeling overwhelmed, okay? They feel like they have all these things coming at them and they're very defensive. And I'm going to pull one more card because I don't like to end like that. If you can work past the defensiveness, we have the Knight of Cups. This is somebody that wants to offer something of an emotional nature. Okay? Not quite. It's not there yet. They're not a king. You want a king. You want somebody that's emotionally available, gives and receives. There's going to be a need for a little bit of tweaking done until this person becomes a king. Okay? Because a knight can be kind of flaky. And then we have two knights here though. Okay? But this is pretty much, yeah. Does that make sense, hon? Not settling for less. Exactly. Exactly. but not so much in a tunnel vision that you lock out what the universe can bring you. I had a gal that I did a reading, and I told her, do you have a list of what you want in a man? She goes, oh, yeah. And I said, okay, you need to loosen up on that list a little bit, because you have it so locked up in exactly what you want. You're not leaving the universe any room to bring you in what you need. Okay. I see. I have a note here. I need to look at 5G, D, and projection. I don't know. I just teach what I've learned and know. Is that some of the stuff that I talk about? I don't know. I haven't really looked at the 5D. I never experienced it until this guy came into my life. You're welcome, Jay. I hope that made sense. You know, it's they call everything different things now. I know that we're evolving, but you know, like when I teach the bubble technique, when you clear stuff, you clear it for other people too, you know, because we're all connected. There are other people out there that are ready to let go of this stuff too. We just need to clear it. I didn't know it existed until this guy came into my life. I didn't even know. I never even looked into twin flames until this guy came into my life. And I made a comment to somebody the other day, and they were talking about how twin flames trigger things. And I said, you know, if I look back, he shifted my life enough now that I had the courage to get on and do these readings, you know. He created a major shift in my life. You know, I'm sure a lot of you have heard my story. We went in and cleared ties with my first husband. You know, this lady did a reading for me, and she goes, no, this is what he looks like. I said, and she goes, and he's not a nice guy. And I said, that's my first husband. And I said, I cleared cords. She goes, nope, they're still there. And then she called me later, and she goes, did somebody in his family do the dark arts? And I said, yeah, his sister. So we went in and cleared cords through her. I ended up clearing cords with the whole family, down through my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, everything. And then I re-invited my children, my great-grandchildren, and my grandchildren to reattach. It was interesting to see who reattached. And it's interesting because they all came in a different way also. Okay. It's like it cleared out old stagnant energy. Okay. And shifted our relationships too. And then he came to me that night. Okay. Everybody had done a reading. 5 people did a reading, said, oh, he's coming back this week. He's coming back this week. He came back all right. He came back in 5D. I said, oh, he came back that night and told me, I am coming back. I am coming back. And he talks to me in my dreams. He knew I was in Arizona for a month, and I went out there with the intent to forget about him, to get him the energy here, because he used to come, you know, and spend time with me here. He knew I was in Arizona. He was looking for me. He lives an hour away, you know, and works 13 hours a day. Yeah. I can help with cord cutting. But we are going to do a class on that too. Like I said, the classes are going to be $10, and we will try to teach people these tools. You know, these are just basic tools, you know. So he talks to me in 5D. And I did tell him, and I haven't heard from him since. He came to me, God, for 2 years in a row, everybody has told me, readers, I don't even ask about him. They tell me he's coming back by Christmas. He's coming back by the end of the year, okay? And then he doesn't come. And then it's like, it brings up all this hope, and I just can't deal with the pain. So I said, I'm done with this crap. If he doesn't come back by the end of 2019, that's it. So I did readings at night, and when I went to bed, I was tired. And I remember him coming in and talking to me, and I told him, no, I'm not willing to do this anymore unless you're willing to come back in the 3D, you know. I can't do this anymore. I can't deal with the pain. And it's kind of interesting because the pain lessened. It still pops up, but it's not there constantly, you know. Dazzled that we're not doing readings now. We're kind of talking about things. Okay, we haven't got the class. Yeah, the classes will be paid through PayPal. Oh, yeah. You know what, hon? If you go ahead and send a payment in now, we can go ahead and when we get done here, I can message you and we can go ahead and cut the cords, okay? Yeah, we can cut the cords when we get off here, okay? You can go ahead and send your donation. We'll do that tonight, okay? So it's just clearing energy, clearing the way. Whatever you want to donate, hon. Whatever you want to donate. That's the thing. It's the important thing is there needs to be an exchange of energy. Okay? Shamans there always had to be an exchange of energy, especially for people to appreciate it. A lot of times if you keep giving things free, they don't appreciate it. Okay? So when you do a donation, I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because I want to help people, because I had been helped so much through my life, you know. Thank you, Dazzle Dad. I appreciate that, hon. You know, so but yeah, the shamans, if nobody had anything to donate, they would go in and take energy. But it's kind of a universal law. There needs to be an exchange of energy, you know. So some people, yeah. I need a couple. The one is on. There's so much truth that's lost. You know, if you go back and read some of the teachers from the 1940s and the 1950s. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what, hon? Sometimes when you cut the cords, they come back immediately. Okay? And it's up to you whether you want to reattach or not. If you really want this man out of your life and you want to cut the cords for good, don't allow him to reattach. Okay? But if you want it to come back in a different way, possibly, then you can reattach and see what happens. And Soulful Journey, yeah, the first husband was, you know, but I can look back now, all the abuse he abused me on every level. Okay. And I can look back now, and I was talking to my grandson about that at 3:00 this morning. He messaged me at 3:00 this morning, and and he says, people don't appreciate you. They have no respect for you. And he says, it started with my Uncle Steve. And I said, no, it started with your grandpa, you know. And hi, RM2. We're talking now, hon. We're just talking. We're not doing readings. Yeah. Now, but the thing is, I didn't realize all these years, I never realized that he could attach to somebody else. And I was trying to explain to somebody last night, there might be, rather than cutting cords with the whole family, what you can do is go in and visualize colors on each cord. Okay. So she had 3 daughters. I said, so visualize what color his cord is, visualize what color your cord is, and follow the cords through the girls. And cut any cords between the girls and you that are from him. Okay? But you can color code them. That way you know. And a lot of times Dazzle is we're done with readings for tonight, hon. We're just talking right now. You could always message for a mini reading. Okay. But it's you know, I've been doing this stuff for 45 years and I'm still learning stuff. And then they throw stuff at me like the 5D. You know, it's like I do Akashic records, okay? And sometimes when somebody comes in for a reading, I haven't done a lot of them, but they're pretty interesting. I usually start going through whatever the person's question is before they come in. And one of them was this girl came in and her whole story was karma. I want the karma to come back and bite this guy in the butt. And it's like, what I had gone through that whole week was that's not what karma is. Okay. Karma is where, you know, they have judged you for a situation. Okay. And then okay, hon. Okay. And it was things that, and it was really significant to me all that week, is I kept going through this and I kept seeing instances of karma. You know, I had a family that judged me for this, and my son-in-law's family judged me for this, and now they're going back and they're going through everything they judged me for, you know? Yeah, yeah. But the thing too, Dazzle, how do you define, this is my thing, how do you define what is setting boundaries and what is letting people walk all over you? My thing is this is what I tell my grandkids. And I try to explain to my girls, I just go in and be myself. I treat people like I want to be treated. Okay? I don't care how they treat me. It's not going to change who I am. I might back up from them and throw a little bit of a wall up, you know? And I don't have to have them in my life. But the thing is, it's a reflection of who they are, not who I am. So how do I know if I'm setting a boundary? I'm trying to be an allowance and let them be who they are, you know? And no matter what I say or do, I'm not going to change who they are. So all I can do is keep being me, you know? The thing is, when you recognize they're mistreating you, you don't have to have them in your life, you know? Okay. Okay, let me make some notes. You like that, Nicole? You know, I've been teaching it on the videos, but I'm getting more and more people coming in for the readings, so I'm trying to refer them to the video more so we can get through more readings. See, and then I popped up again where I remembered you can put boundaries out to the universe. Okay, I'm trying to. It's written on the other side. A circle with the things I want to experience. A circle within here what I might want to experience, and then things on the outside what I don't want to experience. That kind of sets a boundary also. The universe is going to respect, you know? But like I said, you know, I can back off from somebody that's mistreating me. It doesn't mean I have to have them in my life. Exactly. But see, our whole life is built on man's reality. There's a difference between man's reality and God's reality. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, one grandson messaged me at 11 o'clock last night. Another one, the dog got me up at 2, and then one of my grandsons messaged me at 3, and we're saying, Grandma, you need to get rid of all these negative people in your life, you know? I don't care if it's family, anybody, get rid of them. You don't deserve this, Grandma. That's where you set, you know, that's where you set the boundaries, okay? When they keep coming back and back and back and their family, that's where you set the boundaries. Okay, if it's anybody else, you can just not even associate with them. I cut out last summer, I cut out all my friends. They were so negative, and they were causing problems in my family and everything. And I said, I'm done. I'm done, done, done. Oh, yeah. That's huge. So I was going to tell Dazzle something. Okay, so last May I had knee surgery. Okay. And one of my so-called friends was supposed to come and stay for a week. Okay. She's on SSI and she had cats. She kept hinting she wanted to move in with me. And I couldn't do that. She's so controlling. Oh, I think I would have killed her. She's so controlling. Couldn't listen to my music. I couldn't watch TV. She was supposed to stay for a week. She ended up staying for 8 weeks. Then she started complaining there was something wrong with her car, and she was taking my car back and forth from where I live to Denver to change her cat boxes and everything. And I said, wait a minute. She's starting to take advantage. And then we went on a camping trip, and she told my friends, no, she told my family, oh, she has the beginnings of Alzheimer's because she wanted to move in. She wanted my family to tell me to let her move in with me. Yes, she was setting me up. And my youngest son is not talking to me now because he says that I have a poor me attitude. Okay? Even though she's the one that was saying it. And it's like, okay, that opened my eyes. So yeah, she's gone. She's gone. She's gone. Lots of people are gone. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to, you know, and then my mom scared me when I was growing up because she told me karma is going to come back and get you. God writes down everything you do on the clouds and you're going to pay for everything you do in your lifetime. I was terrified to even stick up for myself because I was afraid I was going to create karma that I was going to have to stand before God and account for. I did cut her out. I haven't talked to her since last July. Yeah, well, she was around so much that you know, and all I need it was a mess. So, one of the things that I tell you, Nicole, is to put up protection. Okay? Put up some kind of spiritual protection. And when you start feeling negative energy like that, look at the other video that was next to that one. It's who does it belong to? Okay? Because a lot of times you're picking up everybody else's stuff and it's stuck in your energy. Send it back to whoever it came from. I know. I know. My godmother died, and she says when she had childbed fever. The hospitals had no concept of what childbed fever is because, they started using sterilization and everything. Childbed fever is a staph infection from dirty instruments. Okay, so she's saying that she got so sick when she had her baby, they were pulling buckets and buckets of pus out of her. Okay. They had no concept what childbed fever was. So she died. And when she died, she was waiting in line and watching the people in front of her do life reviews. And they were crying and saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. And they told her, I said, okay, it's your turn. Are you ready? And she goes, no, I have to go back and raise 6 kids. So they sent her back. It's still choice. Yeah. Yeah. So it's I just do my own thing, you know. And I tell everybody I'm trying to empower you to make choices and decisions. I'm not trying to predict anything on the cards. I'm trying to empower you to make choices and decisions because we were given that free will, you know? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, happy tears. That's true. So it's and I tell them people you were so powerful that all you have to do is make one little tiny choice and you just invalidate everything that I just told you because you could change it in an instant, because we are that powerful. 99% of the time you already know what I'm going to tell you anyway. We just second guess ourselves. I live an hour from Denver. My oldest son doesn't even have any concept where I live, and I've lived here for 9 years now. You know, he makes no effort. But then that was interesting because I went through abuse. He saw me go through abuse. He saw his dad was abusing him too, you know. And then when his wife, I caught her, she hit my grandson and her stepson so hard that she left a welt on him. And when I tried to confront him about it, uh, I didn't see him again for 3 years after that. Yeah. But I wasn't going to let, and that's something my other grandson brought up last night. Yeah, you tried to protect little Steven and caused a rift in the family. Well, duh. You know, it's different when it's you that's going through the abuse, but once they start in on the kids, that changes everything. Yeah. You know, and anything we can clear now. But that's his choices and decisions, hon. What are you going to do? You could make a choice and say, I'm done. I'm never going to talk to him again, you know? That's the thing. But you know, there's a connection there. That's the thing. But then I don't, and I was thinking about this with the twin flame thing and talking to him in 5D. I still made a choice that I don't want to experience that pain. I don't want to go through that. You know, he may never come back now because I set that line in the sand. I don't want to go through these lessons. I don't want to go through all that pain, you know. Maybe that's part of the reason that he came, in order for me to set those boundaries that I wasn't going to experience that anymore, you know. All I can do is speculate, you know. Yeah. Oh, there's so many levels to abuse. You know, they all say, "Oh, well, why don't you just leave?" But see, the thing is, they go in and they undermine everything that you are. Everything. It's not just physical abuse. It's yeah. It's on so many levels that it's crazy. Yeah. You know, it's just like it's just like somebody that quits smoking all of a sudden becomes a critic of everybody that smokes, or somebody that doesn't drink anymore becomes critical of anybody that smokes. Well, sometimes when you go through abuse, I don't know. I don't know. So I don't think we so much as we don't go get critical of it, but you know, we get our backs up because people don't understand, you know, that it's not just physical abuse. You know, it's everything. And you know what's funny is, as much as I read, as much as I investigate things, I didn't even know what a narcissist was till 3 years ago. And I divorced this guy back in 1988. I was reading there's something called it's a what a narcissist means, a letter from a narcissist, what it means when it says I love you. I read that and I said, "Holy shit." And then I had a lady that I'd been working with, trying to help her through stuff. All I did was turn into an enabler. She was calling me day and night, and talking and telling me everything was gone, and crying and crying, and I made her read that, and all she could say is, "Wow, wow, yeah, Yeah, you know we end up talking all the time, Wasan. We always end up talking. Last Sunday night I was on for 4 hours. Last Saturday night I was on for 3.5 hours. It's like we just get talking, you know? So it yeah. Yeah. And it's like I had her read what a narcissist was, and all she could say is wow, wow. But yet she didn't do anything about the situation. I kept trying to encourage her to go to domestic violence counseling. Finally I said, I'm done. I'm done. I cut her off because she wouldn't do anything to help herself. I said, I can't. She's dragging me down because I can't force her to get help. She was threatening to kill herself one night. I called the police department in South Dakota on her. And they traced her phone to find out where she was. She was sitting in a 7-Eleven up there, or the equivalent. And the police come up and says, well, your friend in Colorado was concerned enough that she called us, you know? Yeah, that exactly Happy Tears. And I cut her off after that. And I do know that she finally went in and, good night, Soko Moko Demacho. Yeah. I can look back the more, and I told my grandson this morning, the more he put me down, the more I thought, wait a minute, there's something wrong with this picture. So it kind of was like a reverse psychology thing with us. And he thought that I loved him so much that I would never divorce him. Mm-hmm. Ay, girl. Yeah, I kicked him out because he come home one night drunk and got upset because my son was doing his homework, and then he was going to take the trash out. My daughter was doing her homework. She hadn't done the dishes yet. So he come in drunk and coked out and started throwing the dishes and the trash all over the house and talking about how nobody loved him, that we lived in a pigsty and blah, 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 and all this. And it's like, I told him, what the hell? Are you coked out? He went after me. My son was, how old was Steve? Probably 13. He was already about 6'2". He grabbed his dad and held him back and threw some punches on him. Still feels guilty about that to this today. It's kind of funny how they gloss over all his abuse and everything. They don't see it. Everything's my fault. And I threw him out. And he like I said, he thought I loved him so much. I went and filed for a divorce. The stupid lawyer wouldn't let me. Okay. He wanted me to sleep with him before he would file the paperwork in the court. So while we were arguing over that, because I wasn't about to sleep with him, then he went and filed for divorce. He told my son when we got the divorce, he goes, I thought if I filed for divorce that she would be forced to let me come home. He goes, I didn't think she'd let me go through with the divorce. And I was so happy I danced my supervisor around the floor at work. She says, wow, I can't believe everybody. I wish everybody was that happy when they got a divorce. So so I've been divorced from him since 1988, and I have avoided him all these years. So a year ago Thanksgiving, I was talking to him, being nice, trying to be civil. And of course he took it wrong. Come over, put his arm around my shoulder and says, I still love you. Tell me you still love me. I said, I love everybody. He goes, no, I know you love everybody. He goes, tell me you still love me. I know you still love me. I said, I gotta go. I got up and left. My daughter says, I've never seen you move so fast in my life, Mom. So I told her this Christmas, I said, you know what? If your dad's going over for Christmas, I'm not going. So she told him, I'll spend New Year's Eve with you. And she says, then I'll, the list is closed, hon. We finished readings about 50 minutes ago. You keep doing that. You keep disappearing on me. We usually end up talking after all the readings. Okay. My first husband was a Gemini. He definitely had two personalities. And he, when I tried to talk to my sisters about the abuse, they said, oh no, he would never do that. He's wonderful. It's like, yeah, they're wonderful, they're charming, and they treat you bad, you know? That's what narcissists do. Now, there's a difference between Gemini females and Gemini males, too. You're a Gemini. Yeah, he was bad. He hated women. Absolutely hated women. Okay, Soulful Journey. Yeah. Absolutely. He still hates women to this day. You know, his mom and his sisters ruled his life, and he just hated them. Happy tears. You have choices. You have decisions. Ugh. And yeah, they mess us up bad. But then, you know, there's some kind of connection between narcissists and empaths anyway. Narcissists seem to be drawn more to empaths. You know? So it's but we all gave him that part to play. That's the thing. You know? Yeah, she did send money. Wow. But that's the thing. Like I said, we give them those parts to play in our life in order for us to learn these lessons. I fall easily. We're not doing any more readings tonight, hon. We're just talking about stuff. We always end up talking after readings. If you have any questions about anything spiritually, we can talk about that. There is a video that I recommend about 6 months back on my videos. It's called The Bubble Technique, and there's another one called Who Does It Belong To? I would recommend that you go back and read those. And if you subscribe, you'll be notified when I come on again. This week I will be starting doing the love readings for the 1st of March already, guys. Can you believe this? This year is just flying. Okay. And then I do general readings every week. Okay. Fungus. Oh. Fungus. Okay, to me, a fungus is a parasite. Okay. So let's break this down a little bit. The Grover. Let me look, hon. Yes, I did. It's right here. Thank you. I appreciate it, Wasan. You're so awesome, girl. I appreciate all the donations you give me. Fungus to me is a parasite, and your head is like, your head is like the command center for all these neural pathways. Yeah, I really, really appreciate you, Wasan. All your support. Even when you just, come on and talk. You have a good night too, hon. So we have all these neural pathways in our brain. Now, remember, we have neural pathways in our heart too. I would recommend everybody go in and watch the movie Last Christmas, okay? Because the heart has a brain too. And I try to tell people you can bring those strings up from the heart down from the head and meet them and try to make a heart head connection. And it does change things. But we have all these neural pathways in the brain. And I'm thinking that if you're looking at parasites are also an invasion, okay? I would look at your means of protection too, hun. It's like something's invading your... Ooh, that would be gross. But to me, it's an invader, okay? Have you been depressed, hon? Ugh. So is somebody trying to... So this is kind of what comes through. Is somebody trying to emphasize their points of view about something to you? See, that's what I'm talking about. It's like a parasite. It's like somebody's trying to tap into your neural pathways and change your way of thinking and stuff. Dazzle, do you put up spiritual protection? Happy tears. Could you see that message from the Grover? That's funny. Okay. So I'm going to teach you what I do for spiritual protection. We're going to do a class on... we're going to start teaching classes, and they'll be like $10 a class to keep them affordable for people. We're going to do one on protection. We're going to do one on different types of grounding. And I've been requested. I want to do some on archangels, the power of the spoken word, things like that. But what I do for spiritual protection is I ask for the white Christ light of protection and visualize this egg-shaped white light around me. Okay. And then I ask for it infinite miles above, infinite miles below, infinite miles around and through, inside and out. Okay. And then I just visualize it expanded out everywhere. Then I ask Archangel Michael to also encompass this infinitely for protection. Okay. I don't have bad dreams. And if anything comes through, I know it's for a reason. And if you're doing readings, you should be keeping up protection like that anyway, hon. So it shields these things. Now I had an experience where something happened and I could see why it happened. For one thing, the Bible, I can understand why it says know thyself. And one of the things I teach is who does it belong to, right? And because sometimes, we pick up other people's thoughts and stuff that are not ours. So one night I was sitting in the bedroom and I just had this, I was watching TV and I just had this urge to kill myself. And I said, wait a minute. There's something wrong here because I have no reason to kill myself. And then I felt the energy went like this. Okay, it was out here. I said, it's not even mine. But what came up was somebody was compelling me to kill myself. And it's like, okay, this has to be a lesson because otherwise it would not have slipped past the white Christ light of protection. And I told one of my friends, I said, can you imagine how many people are out there that kill themselves because they're picking up somebody else's energy? They're overwhelmed by everything. And it's like, wow. And then I had somebody that was talking to me about exactly that a few days later. I usually go through all these lessons a few days before somebody contacts me about something like that. Yeah. So, but I keep that, and I ask for that white Christ light protection to be up infinitely. I had somebody last week I taught it to, and they said, I feel like I'm, yeah, yeah, if he's an empath, I'm sure. This person, yeah, the blue flame, is usually Archangel Michael. See, I have the, like I said, I have the white Christ light of protection of infinitely. I do wear black tourmaline on my wrists when, because I do healing work and tarot, but it's, and I don't even know how to explain it. My grandson says his friends we're having this conversation at 3 a.m. My friends all say, how does she know all this stuff? And how does she know this and that? And why is she right with this all the time? And I thought, sometimes I think that when we do readings and we record them, sometimes I think that the universe changes what you hear so that it corresponds with whatever you're going through. Mm-hmm. I gave my sister-in-law's husband, I gave him a black tourmaline because he kept having dreams of somebody coming in and trying to jump into his body. Okay. So I gave him a black tourmaline and he was walking around with it all the time. He went for a job interview, and when he walked into that room, he said he felt such an overwhelming sense of evil. And when he walked out of the room, the black tourmaline shattered in his pocket. See, and that's another thing. I had a gal that used to come over every week and wanted me to do readings for her. And I told her, I said, don't ever become reliant on readings, because when you do that, then you're giving away your free will. I have a friend, Janet, and she does healing work. And they were working with a gal, and they had put out the intent that I only want to work with somebody 1 or 2 times that sincerely wants to get better, so we can move more people in and out, right? It's not like they're doing it for the money. So they finally sit down and ask this lady questions because she wasn't getting better. And she says, "Oh, let me call my psychic. I have to ask her." And I said, "Oh my God. Oh my God. This woman couldn't make a choice, couldn't make a decision without talking to her psychic. And what kind of karma were they creating between the two of us? The psychic was taking her karma, and she was giving her karma away." Prayer's awesome. Prayer's awesome. It changes things. It's absolutely awesome. Yeah. You have to make choices and decisions. That's what I say all the time. I'm trying to empower you guys to make choices and decisions. Wow. The only reason I read tarot, I think, is because I learned the healing work first. Sometimes you just got to step back and yeah. Why do I have all these? My God, there's like 65 messages on one messenger. Ugh. See, that's the thing. That's where, I tell people tarot is a tool. You can use it for good or bad. It's they judge tarot as something evil. I can understand why the Bible says beware of fortune tellers. It doesn't tell you that they're all bad, because some people start giving away their free will, and then oh my gosh. Oh, this gal was channeling something. She was doing handwriting. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. My phone is just going nuts. I suppose I should let you guys go. I need to do that other reading tonight. Okay. And somebody said they sent a donation and they didn't, but that's okay. We'll know better next time. It's not so much the money, it's the exchange of energy. Yeah, it does help, doesn't it? You're welcome, Mandy G. I'm sorry you missed your reading earlier, hon. You know, I had and I have all these things that come through my mouth, right? And I learned all this stuff and I tell it to people and sometimes you have to stop and look at why um oh, they're distracting me. Um it's how many times do we forget to apply some of these things to ourselves? So one night, my son is talking to a man that does. He's a Santinistan priest, and I was talking to my son about some healing work that I was doing, and he jumped in and he goes, "No, you can't be doing healing work because you have to." Do these prayers, these rituals, you have to purify your hands, and I was just thrown into a tizzy and thoroughly and confused. I had an hour and 15-minute drive home and I worked it out by the time I got back. We're all here to have a different path. That's his path. That's not my path. Okay? We're not here to learn the same things. You know, so I had to apply my own teachings to myself. Sometimes we forget to do that, you know? You have an awesome night, Mandy. Sure, media. We're talking about spiritual stuff right now, yeah. Exactly. God is in your heart, not in your head, right? Sometimes you just got to follow your heart, your own knowing. Romedia, what were you going to ask, hon? Oh, a tarot question. We're done with tarot for tonight. We're just talking now. That's why we call it tarot and talk now. We end up talking. I am on every Sunday though, and I will be doing the love readings starting this week. So, and I do mini readings, which is usually a Celtic cross spread. So, Yeah. You know, before I even started hearing about 5D, because this is one of the things I'm going to teach is you create a spiritual room, right? This is your room. You can invite people in if you want or not in. But I had invited him into my room. He wouldn't come in and talk. Okay, this guy is like the wounded warrior in the tarot deck, okay? He's in a bad shape. He would come into my room, and every time I was go in there, he was in there, and all he would do would be to hug me. And I told him that one time. I said, I go into my sacred room and you're there, and all you do is hug me. You don't say a word, anything. You just hug me. And he didn't say a word. So, you know, hey, happy vibes. How are you tonight? We're just finishing up talking, I think. So it's even spiritually, we got to set boundaries, you know? The thing, you can go in and you can ask the Akashic Record Masters to amend contracts. Oh, hon. So I want happy vibes. I want you to get up in the mornings and I want you to set a happy goal for the day. Okay. So ask yourself in the morning, what grand and glorious adventure can I have today? And then go out and see if you can do something fun. Yes, we're all sending you love, hon. You know, we have to shift those neural pathways. By the time you're 35, those neural pathways are set with patterns. This is what I was talking about, you know, living in man's reality. We are taught all these beliefs and limitations and how things should be, you know. We need to get past all of those. Are you using the bubble technique, hon? Please be using the bubble technique. I want you to clear the feelings. Don't just clear the sentences, the words, clear the feelings, hon. You definitely am. Well, make sure you put the emotions in there, huh? I'm glad. How do we change the world? One person at a time. Yes. So the more people that I can teach these little tools and techniques, then everybody, you know, like I said, you don't just shift things for yourself, you shift them for other people too, you know? Well, man, you can always go back in and watch it. I did a reading for somebody on Friday, and I had noticed that people are going back in and listening to the tarot and talks. Yes, we plant seeds, exactly. We plant seeds. That's the only thing we can do. That's one of the things you learned in healing work is you plant seeds. Okay? That's one of the hardest things you have to learn in healing work is you can plant the seeds, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the person is going to go for the healing work or whatever, because as a healer, you just want to heal the world. And it's hard because of that free will for them to make their choices and decisions, So all we can do is plant those seeds and wait to see if they grow. But like I was going to say, Mandy, I noticed that people are going in and watching the tarot and talk afterwards. And I thought, wow, wow, people are starting to go back in and listen and, past the tarot stuff. So I mentioned it on Friday. Yes, I can give you the tools, but you have to utilize them. And, so on Friday, and she goes, yeah, I'm the one of the ones that went back and listened. She goes, I was working and I was painting and I listened to the whole last Saturday one. And I said, wow, she listened to a whole hour and a half of other people's readings and stuff just to hear things we talked about. Okay. So for one thing, we can't get people to accept it. So sometimes when I send healing work, is I send it and say, how did I put it? I'm sending you this healing in case, you're open to receiving it. Because they're not always going to be open to receiving it. And also in Happy Tears, I would put somebody like that into the violet flame. Just picture this violet flame burning and set the person inside the violet flame and see if it transmutes anything. Again, they've got to be open and receptive to it, but it's not as if you haven't done something for the situation. The violet flame transmutes energy. We can transmute karma with the violet flame. The violet flame is on a whole spiritual level too, so you should be able to put him into the violet flame too. You can put the whole situation through the violet flame. There's prayers to say with that. Yes. Yeah. If you look at the violetflame.com, they have like a 6-week thing that they can send you information on. But if you sign up for it, then it'll give you the option of downloading the book on the violet flame. But Ascended Master Germain. I can't think of all his name. He achieved completion in this lifetime, and he says, okay, is there any way to make it easier for people to achieve ascension? He offered his light as a gift. Now the ascended, the Lords of Karma had to think about that. They accepted his light and they said, okay, we are going to offer it to a few devotees to see how they do with it, because we know how mankind has screwed up free will. Okay. And that worked out well. So like in the 1940s and 1950s, they opened it up to everybody in the world. Now, what's interesting is they have also opened up the Akashic records. You used to have to be trained specifically and called in order to do the Akashic records. I think I was called anyway, but boy, that's an experience. But anybody can get into the Akashic records now if you know the prayers and stuff. There's a book out there, I can't think of what her name is. She gives the prayers and how to get into the Akashic records. You can go in and amend contracts. You can even ask to go in and amend soul contracts with people, you know. So that might be something you want to look at. Happy vibes is amending contracts with people. And happy tears too. Okay, have you everybody? The Bible talks about it as the book of life. Every lifetime that you have had, okay, every lifetime you have had, everything you've said, done, did, everything is all recorded. Yeah. It's actually a library of all your lifetimes. And it's awesome. The first time I went in, you know, because you know how sometimes when you're meditating and you think, am I really meditating? Am I really doing something? This is not my imagination. I second guess myself still. Okay, so I'm in this energy. It's warm, it's soft, it's velvety. And I said, wow, I really am somewhere else. And this voice says, indeed you are. I said, wow, wow. Yeah. We all struggle. And when Rob contacts me in 5D, it's in the mornings, you know, when you're half awake, half asleep. That's when he contacts me. Yes, RM2. What's your question? What gets me is, how did he know I was out of town? He knew I was out of town. Ugh. Okay, emotional manipulation. We were talking about abuse earlier. If it's not real bad, you can just remove yourself from their presence, from their life. Okay. If it gets really, really bad, you want to block them. So, what I do is I just be myself. If they're emotionally manipulating me and I'm aware of it, then but how many different levels are we being manipulated on every day? Ugh. So it's yeah, we were talking about this earlier. You might want to, what, about half an hour ago, ladies? But it's yeah, you know, we don't have to be around it. We can allow them to be who they are, but just be you. You know, I can go in and just be myself. I try to treat everybody the same. Yeah. So it depends on how abusive it is. It's crazy. Yeah, we were talking about that too because I was telling him about my godmother. She had died and she was watching somebody go through a life review in front of her. They were watching a review of their whole life and they were crying. They said, I'm sorry, I never meant to hurt you like that." And when they asked her when if it was if she was ready for hers, she said, "No, I have to go back and raise 6 kids." So they sent her back, you know. I don't know if I would want to go back and see my past lives like that, hon. It'd be hard because I think in a lot of life, I don't know. I think in a lot of lifetimes I was let people walk all over me, or I may have been the abuser. You know. Wow, a countdown before you're born, huh? There's so many things out there. There's so many levels to everything, and I just kind of look at everything. It's so multi-dimensional, and I look back at these people that you know that are in organized religions, and it just breaks my heart because they are so taught limitation and judgment and God is this, that, and that, and that. Okay. And God is so much more dimensional, you know? You should write a book. You should write a book. We could all learn from from books like that. You should. You should, girl. Go for it. And then send copies out for all of us to give our opinions on it. I should let you guys go. I've got to get back with these people and oh, that's cute. Aren't we all in kindergarten when it comes to spirituality? You know, and it's funny because, like I said, a lot of these we need to get back to the esoteric stuff that was taught in the 40s and 50s. I think this is my last lifetime, and I think reason I'm kicking and fussing so much because I've had 2 abusive marriages, and I told the universe, okay, you owe me a good one. Yeah. And I think that's kind of why I was kicking and fussing about this guy being twin flame. And it's like, oh, I tried to visualize it. I tried to force it. I tried to talk to him on spiritual levels to bring him back. I've pushed him away. And now I've just kind of surrendered into it, you know? What? Yeah, because once you surrender, see, that's one of the things once you surrender it, it changes everything. Everything. The universe knows the whole picture. We don't. Sometimes we got to just surrender it, you know? Got to allow things to happen. Yeah, you're probably right, Happy Tears. I tried cutting cords with mine before I realized he was twin flame. So what did you hear about cutting cords with your twin? I just put my foot down and says, no, don't talk to me anymore. I can't deal with this pain anymore. I can't. I don't care if you're my twin. I choose not to go through this pain anymore. If I have free will, I don't want to go through this no more. Wow. And thank you for the donations. Happy Tears. Yeah. Well, I didn't have any pain, but it just didn't work. Just would not work. I have just surrendered the whole situation. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I am trying to move on because, I had the lady at the road maps does one question, $1 readings. And I had reached out to her and she goes, I don't know. She goes, he doesn't want to cut ties with you because he's afraid you won't let him come back in. But he hasn't made any choices and decisions about what he wants to do. And it's like, ugh. She goes, he could come back in 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years. And I said, to hell with this 8 years stuff. I'm already an old lady. And he's younger than me. I'm going to be all old and wrinkled and all hunched over, and he's going to still be young. And it's like, yeah, right. That's really going to happen. Dr. Astro, how are you? Namaste. We're all good. We're just sitting here talking about spiritual lessons. We end up talking for hours after I get done with every week now. We just sit and talk for hours about stuff. So it's just like, yeah. So this is kind of a regular thing now. We are the readings are done for today. We're just talking now. Uh, the feng shui, yeah. Are you on? Are you subscribed so you get notifications when we come on? I don't know. Are you here in the US? You have subscribed and you just got notified? Wow. Okay, so I have pictures. I have the Mandarin ducks in my room. I have a painting. Oh, you're in India. I wonder if that's why. Okay, I paint. I have pictures of two wolves. They mate for life. Yeah, YouTube's crazy about notifications. I have pictures of two swans. There's two of them though, but I was looking at it and they're both flying in this direction. They're in separate paintings. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna have to go in and repaint it." Because if you look at swans, I think that's where they got the heart from when they talk about love. Because when the swans put their heads together, there's the heart. Interesting, because I'm told that wolves mate for life. I'll have to double check that. Yeah. Well, if their mate gets killed, they'll mate with somebody else. I know that. Yeah, I'll move that one tonight. And I know with feng shui, you're not supposed to have anything blue in your bedroom. That's what I said. I love this group because we all get together and talk about all kinds of interesting little things. Dr. Astro, what time is it there too? That might have something to do with it too. Which corner? Oh, I'm gonna have to pull out my book. No, I don't have time to do this. I've got so much reading to do, and you know what's funny is somebody brought up 5D, and I think I ordered a book last night on 5D. Ah. the right. So that's in other words, in my room, that would be against the wall. That's where I have the wolves right now. Yeah, I try to keep my room pretty much in order. Yeah. Well, ladies, I think we need to wrap it up for tonight. You have a fishing pole in the corner? Hey, that's okay, but that's a hobby. White, silver, gray, copper. Hey, my name. We're just sitting around talking about spiritual stuff. We do readings and then we sit and talk about spiritual stuff for a couple hours. We share information. Why you got to get rid of the fishing pole? Well, that's more of a hobby. Yeah. I guess I'm going to have to sit down and look at feng shui to redo my room. Because when I walk in the door, it's against the wall, and then there's the closet, and then I have a jewelry box directly across from the door, and the window. Yeah. I love fishing. I want to take a fly fishing class. My dad used to fly fish. Hey, Kay, how are you? I don't have room in that closet for nothing but clothes. It's a little tiny closet. And I have, okay, we're done with readings for the night. We are just talking spiritual stuff right now. You're not supposed to have blue in your bedroom. My favorite angel, I'd have to say Archangel Metatron, because he has probably been around me all my life. Well, since probably 1988. He let me know he was there. Okay, I went to a Native American sweat lodge, and I'm sitting there in this sweat lodge, and I had a blue flame. Okay, a sweat lodge is totally dark. Okay, they put the stones in the middle. You put each round, you put the water and the herbs on it. It's totally dark in here. And during this Native American sweat lodge, I had this blue flame sitting next to me. Now, the medicine woman said that was the mother part of God, reassuring me, because I was going through divorce at the time. But then you look too, they say Archangel Michael is blue. Okay. So then one night I was meditating, and you know how they show these Christmas pictures where they have the navy blue sky in the background, and they have the stars, and they have the dark outline of the pine tree. So I'm meditating, and I see this, And I see this really, really, really light blue light going up and going to the top of the tree and shining into a star. And I said, Archangel Metatron. He's the angel at the top of the tree of life. Send me some 2 happy tears. Oh, yeah. You know what? I've been trying to study the tree of life for a long time, and all of a sudden it's starting to make sense. Can you send it to me 2 happy tears? Please, please, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, the tree of life didn't make sense for a long time, but now it's making sense. And now that I'm starting to learn it, make sense, all of a sudden life has got busier. It's like somebody's trying to distract me. But that's, yeah, we're going to be doing a series of classes once I get stuff straightened out and doing basic spirituality and things. So, yeah. See if you can make it work in a closet. Yeah, send it to me. Let me see if I can figure out something to do with my closet too. You know what, honey? I think angels can be whatever they want. They're the incumbent. They're still one of God's creations. They're messengers. I'm sure if they're protectors and messengers and stuff for mankind, they have to have a sense of humor. Yeah, if they're dealing with us, they have to have a sense of humor. Anybody that deals with us has to have a sense of humor. And that's one of the classes I want to do is on the different archangels and their counterparts too. You made it. Okay. I'm going to let everybody go for tonight. I am going to. Okay. Soulful Journey, do you have Skype? Because we can go in and do your reading on Skype. Okay. You can tell me what happened when. Yes. Yes, everybody. Okay. Soulful Journey, do you have Skype? And I love all you guys and thank you for all your contributions. Okay, thanks, hon. And my name, you might want to subscribe so you can get notifications when we come on, and we do these every week. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Okay, good. We'll see. And I do this every Sunday. Okay, sometimes on Saturdays too, but yeah. Okay. Okay. So Let me give you my... Are you on my Facebook, hon? Okay, let me put... Okay. Let me see. Okay, I do have Casey's Spiritual Corner on... I have Casey's Spiritual Corner on Facebook. But I'm going to send you my personal one. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Nope, I can't figure out. Okay, I'll just put it on here. Okay, this is my personal Facebook. Okay. But the Facebook group is also Casey's Spiritual Corner. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Okay, everybody. She's got my information, so I'm going to let you all go. Okay. We are done with the tarot readings for tonight, hon. We usually do tarot readings for about, I don't know, how long did we do them for tonight? About 2 hours. And then we go in and talk about things afterwards. Yeah, I hardly ever do Twitter anymore, hon. So you might want to subscribe so that you can be notified when we're on next week. Okay? But like I said, usually for about the first 2 hours, we do tarot readings and then we talk about spiritual stuff afterwards. Okay? Okay, everybody, I am going to get with Soulful Journey, and we're going to get her reading done tonight. And yeah, because I gotta make a trip to the little girl's room too. Okay, everybody, have a good night. We seem to be doing it every week. This is what, the 4th week in a row we've done this now. So, yep. Okay, everybody, good night and namaste. Oh, we're almost to exactly 4 hours. I'm going to click off at exactly 4 hours. About 40 seconds here. Everybody have a good night, huh? I got to hit that 4 hours exactly. Yeah, we're definitely growing, ladies, and I'm sure you guys have a lot to do with it. Thank you very much. How do we change the world? One person at a time. There it is, exactly 4 hours. Oh, end.